Hi guys, well we are heading up north a little ways to do a little camping this weekend. We're going to be putting our AC to the test to see if the cleaning that Chuck did is going to help to make it cooler in the RV.
It's only 99 degrees right now.
Yeah, and we have some friends that are going to be camping with us, not in the same RV, but in their RV. They just bought a new RV, and so they're excited to take her out for the first time.
Maiden voyage.
And, yeah, and so Chuck is really excited to be able to share with them the ropes, show them the ropes, so to speak, for RVing. So we'll check in with you later. Okay. Hey girl, we're all set. Is that your baby?
So, good morning, guys. Night one in the books here, and night one for our friends Rick and Carmen, who are on their initial Virgin Voyage shakedown trip of their new RV. And that is why we are once again here in Cedar Key. But the reason we are in Cedar Key this time is because we wanted something close to home for them and their initial trip, and we also wanted to be in a campground where they would put us close together, so if he had any issues, basically we would be next door neighbors, and that's what we are here. Another reason is they've never been here, and Carmen's an artist and she's a painter. The downtown Cedar Key area is very artistic. We got in last night, or yesterday afternoon, about 4 o'clock, and it was 100 degrees. So we all we really did yesterday was just jump in the pool and cool off. So as we mentioned before, this is a camping trip that we had planned to do with our friends Rick and Carmen and their son Felix, as it's going to be their first camping trip with their new trailer. And this is kind of the shakedown trip for them. And so far, I think things have gone pretty well. There's been a couple issues that he's talked about with me. All right, so a few of the things that you discovered on this trip, huh?
Yeah, the stereo worked fine until we got here, and then the speakers won't play no matter what mode you put them in, auxiliary or Bluetooth or anything. So
inside or outside? Inside
or outside. So
yeah.
Something went wrong with the speakers, and we looked and saw that there's no blown fuses.
There's nothing unhooked.
No, so don't know what that
yeah.
is. And then our...
Obviously, we were talking about the wires here.
The wire missing. I need to add that to my list.
Yeah. Wire missing?
Wire cover missing.
Oh, the wire cover, yeah. Yeah, these wires definitely shouldn't be exposed like this. I mean, you can see right into the trailer right here, even though there's a sealant around it. That should be covered. And then he was having trouble with his door, his deadbolt. First off, the door wouldn't latch really well. We tried to adjust it, and now the deadbolt won't lock.
Yeah, so
it's either pick your poison.
You get one or the other.
Yeah.
Right now it'll latch fairly easy, but it won't deadbolt. So we couldn't lock it from inside last night. So.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, Carmen's gonna definitely want it locked at night.
And then they had a leak right off the bat before they even took it out.
Right in that corner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was thinking it was on the back end, but it was an O-ring from the shower was missing.
Oh, wait. You're right. It was on the back end.
Oh, it was on the back end, yeah.
I'm turned around.
Yeah.
It was right under the shower.
Yeah.
Just went straight down out of the shower.
Yeah. So that was an easy fix, and they did fix that. They came out to his house and took care of that for him, so that was good. So he's going to have to drop it off. He's got a list of things that he's going to have to basically hand him and let him take care of.
Yeah.
So hopefully this trip, most of the things that are going to be wrong were found on this trip. But a lot of these things are to be expected. I mean, I know I've heard a lot of videos before and seen people talk about when you buy a new RV that you do have issues. There's always going to be some issues. And you just got to expect that you're going to have to work a few bugs out in the beginning. And, that's sometimes the benefit of buying maybe one that's a year or so old that somebody bought and they worked out the bugs and decided they didn't like RVing and they traded it in. So you're getting the benefit of not paying full price, and then you also are getting the RV that's already got some of the bugs worked out of it. It's a nice little trailer. All in all, though, you've enjoyed it, right, so far?
It's great. Yeah, I mean, there might be a few little things with it, but it's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's so spacious inside for being so little.
Yeah, and it gets cold as an ice box in there.
It does.
Which is nice.
But the air is too loud, but
yeah.
I guess that we found out that's pretty normal, but man, it's loud.
Yeah, it is pretty loud in there. That's why we're filming outside in the 100-degree heat.
Yeah. Yeah, using the decibel meter, it was 78 dB.
That's pretty loud.
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
It's almost a rock concert loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's really cool. It's got, like I said, it's got these bike racks on the front, which are really neat. That's really handy to be able to tote your bikes there.
They had no idea how to set up.
Right.
This is where, I haven't set them up myself yet, but this is where the tire will sit, and then this is supposed to block the other tire, so it would have to be like over here on the bottom to actually work right. They're all set up wrong.
Yeah. And then he's got a kayak racks up on top, which I'm not quite sure, he hasn't really figured out yet, right, how to get them up there.
Yeah, I don't think he can. I think we're going to take them off and put them on the car.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice principle, but you'd have to have 2 people with a couple ladders, I would think.
And somewhere along the way you'd drop them or smash your RV with them.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah. But it's got really beefy tires on it too for like off-roading.
And it's got a 3-inch lift for off-roading.
And 3-inch lift, yeah.
And it's got solar panel.
Pre-wired for solar.
Pre-wired, yeah. On the top it's got them, and it's got them on the back, and it's got the controller.
Yep.
It's got an app to run the controller, so all that's really cool. So there's the...
Oh, yeah. That's what I was wondering what that was.
They have these... There's no way to hook up through here, so it's kind of weird that they make it like this. So I kind of had to just stretch them out and plug them in outside of here.
Oh, yeah.
It works.
And it's got this nice rack.
Yeah, we haven't taken advantage of that yet either.
Yeah.
But then here's another one of the problems. This is mounted crooked. When you fold this down, they meet about here. So you'd have to
look crooked.
Torque it. So they're going to have to remount the entire ladder.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see just overall they did a crappy job of it. Like it's really distorted the metal where they've screwed it in. And
yeah, they definitely got that mounted crooked.
Yeah, they had some kid in the factory put that on.
Yeah. Are you allowed to drive with this rack down with the tire still on it, I wonder?
I think so.
Yeah.
In the future, we'll end up putting it down and packing it with stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's really nice and it's super heavy duty.
Yeah.
But
all of its stuff is so new.
Yeah, we're figuring out what we need and what we don't need.
Yeah.
Because I think I don't know how long our kayak is, but I think we could put the kayak on here. But I don't know how long it is. It might be too long.
All right, so in closing, I think it was a successful trip. And what's your next trip, Do you have one planned yet?
We have trips planned, but we don't know where we're going. So
okay. You have weekends blocked off.
Yeah, we just blocked off the weekends.
I think it's going to be a perfect trailer for them and their son, Felix. And hopefully they get all these little bugs worked out and they're able to enjoy it to its fullest extent on their future camping trips. But we've decided to stay another day, and we're heading up to Manatee Springs right now. All right, so I'm waiting on Alli. She's in paying for our extra night right now. It's Sunday, and we're going to leave here tomorrow morning, Monday. Back to the grind for tomorrow. I've always wanted to come up and see Cross City because we've gone by it many times on our way back, up and down from the Panhandle. And I knew that there was a campground called Horseshoe Beach. I didn't know that there was an actual town that was called Horseshoe Beach as well. So we drove probably 20 miles from off the main drag through pretty much nothing. And then all of a sudden this little town appears on the coast of Florida here. And it is definitely a fishing village, you can tell. And
I would say even more so than Cedar Key.
Yeah. We drove through the campground where it's a county park there where they only have like 7 spots, I believe, and they were all full. So I don't think we would ever try to come here, because you can't get a reservation, so I would be afraid to drive this far out and find out that we couldn't get in. But it does look very neat. There's like all kinds of little islands and boating and fishing, and looks like something that might be cool to come back to and actually, when it's not so hot, get out and explore. We're going to go ahead and drive around the town a little bit more and see what we can find. There's a lot of old, interesting buildings here.
So we're just enjoying driving around and just checking out new places.
Yeah, we love exploring new places.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's a neat little town.
Yep. I want to see things I haven't seen before. That's why we do this a lot.
That's right.
And Nikki is pretty upset in the back seat.
She wants to get out.
She wants to get out so bad. She loves the water.
Exploring too. She loves the water. She can smell it and see it.
Yeah, well, the water is just right
there,
Nikki.
We might let you out in a minute.
All right, so we're going to drive around town.
Right.
Okay, so here apparently you can rent some camping sites here. This is a tiny little campground of its own. And there was a sign down here we seen that said RV sites available. For rent RV pads, full service, and the phone number. So that might be something we might look into in the future. So far, this is such a cute little town. Not disappointed at all in what we've seen so far. I would say it's definitely worth the drive that we took out here, discovering something new. So as we're driving around the town here in Horseshoe Beach, one thing we are noticing more than anything is that there are many RVs. Apparently people buy probably lots up here and they live in these RVs, or they use them as probably fishing cabins or what have you. Be curious to know how much it costs to own a lot here, because man, it would really be cool to have a lot like this where you could come and bring your RV and spend a weekend or two. So it appears, I was wondering what these poles were sticking up out of the water out here. So that's an electric line running out to those houses on the island. So they have electricity. How cool is that? That is awesome. How would you like to have your own private island? I know I would. As we said, we've come through here many times on 19, going to and from the Panhandle, or anytime we take 19 up, US 19. Always kind of wanted to explore it a little bit. Alli's, she's sacked out asleep right now. Sleepy girl. So I'm exploring on my own right now. One interesting fact that Alli was reading and researching about was it used to be called Crossroads. And it was a crossroads between Pensacola and St. Augustine. That pretty much concludes the tour of Cross City. Not a whole lot to it, but it does have a lot of history. So we're going to head back to the campground. Allie's going to take a nap as we're driving, and we're going to go back, rest for a bit, probably shower up and get ready to go downtown and eat. Okay, so we thought we'd give you a little update on our air conditioner situation that we've had for the past few camping trips. And of course last week, you know, the video, if you saw it, was me cleaning the AC coils and the condenser coils, seeing if that would help it cool a little better. And so far, I think it's worked.
Yeah, it definitely feels really good. It's back to normal where we had to use our blankets, and last night sleeping in was
woke up cold. With icicles on our nostrils. it was back to an ice box in here, so yeah, it was great.
It was great.
We love it. Only problem I will say with that is when it's this cool and this nice inside, and it's 115 degree feels like temperature outside, it's kind of hard to get motivated to do anything outside. Yeah,
that's the only thing I've noticed too.
It's like,
hence the reason why today we didn't go kayaking like we had planned on doing for the past few days, and decided to stay in the truck and tour around, looking around the town instead of getting out and
doing anything physical activity wise.
It's just too hot.
We're actually we're going to try a new restaurant tonight. We're going to try one that we've always kind of wanted to try but never tried because originally it was not dog friendly, and that is 83 West. And Alli was just looking online, and they've opened up the outside deck now, and it says it's pet friendly. So we're going to do one of two things. We're going to decide in the next hour or so whether we're going to leave Nikki here and just go there and enjoy the AC of the inside.
Or we're going to go sit out on the deck with her.
Which we'll probably sit out on the deck with her. Because, you know, I always give in. Alli would be happy to leave her here, but I'd be like, she wants to go.
Mean.
She'd be like, just lock her in the line. Lock her in the bathroom.
I do not.
I'm joking. I'm just teasing. No, we'll probably cave in and say, come on. She'll want to go. Even though she's tired right now and sleeping, she'll be ready to go.
Awake. She'll give us those little pretty eyes and like, okay, you can come.
All right, so we're gonna just rest for a little bit and enjoy the ice box of the AC of the RV and enjoy some nice, what is it, about 70-degree temperatures in here right now.
Right, there's a blowfly on the window.
Leave it to Alli to notice the little fly.
Yummy fried green tomatoes.
Last night we were able to finally eat at 83 West, a restaurant we've wanted to eat at for a while, but it hasn't been dog friendly in the past. But they've opened the outside deck now, and it was dog friendly, so we decided to try it. Couple things we learned from our first visit there was there's not a lot of menu items. I mean, there's enough, but they were out of some things last night, like peel and eat shrimp, which was kind of odd. They were out of some beer, some different kind of IPAs, which didn't bother me much, but it, you know, our friend, that's what he drinks, and they had nothing. So it was kind of odd. All in all, it was good. Fish tacos were great.
Yeah, and that's what they're known for, is their fish tacos.
Yep.
Well, they're tacos. They have different ones.
And Alli had the tacos, and I had the fried shrimp. And she left me one taco. And it was good. And obviously, I actually liked her food better than I liked my food. So the next time, if we go there again, I'm going to have fish tacos.
Yeah, definitely good.
Nikki enjoyed it. That's all that matters, right, Nikki? She was able to sit on the deck and watch the pelicans as the fishermen were coming in, and they were throwing scraps of fish and bait out, and the pelicans were having a field day.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, didn't see any dolphins. Sometimes you'll see dolphins from the deck there. This was a good trip. It was a good trip all around. I think our friend Rick found that he found a lot of the issues that he needs to have taken care of with his trailer. You know, that's why this was kind of a shakedown trip for him. So I think it was good that we were here and was able to share their first RV trip as RV owners and just be here in case they needed anything, which they were pretty well set.
Yep.
And we're going to wrap this video up. We will see you next week when we camp in Kissimmee Prairie State Park, which is
for your birthday.
My birthday. So last year I turned a big 50. This year I'm going backwards. I'm turning 49. But we are looking forward to this. This is down near Okeechobee, kind of in that area. And it is supposed to be some really great, what?
Stargazing.
Yeah, which you know I love. So I got a new camera lens, and I hope to get some really cool shots of the Milky Way and things like that. So if you're new to our channel, we would really appreciate it if you'd hit that red subscribe button down below and ring that bell. That way you know when we upload a new video.
And don't forget to give us a like.
Yeah, give us a big old thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up button, because it does really help the channel out. And drop us a comment. We love hearing from everybody. So we will see you guys next week in mid-South Florida. Somewhere in Florida. Somewhere south of where we're at right now. No, we'll see you guys next week from Kissimmee Prairie State Park. Bye.
All right, bye guys.